Hang on, let me overthink this. That's a nice shirt.
Okay, so immediately I should expect to see Johnny Bear setting up his laser camping. But no,
Yeah.
he's fighting him head on.
Tons of, so far, back air up tilt.
It's usually these two like schools of thought. Falcons that like to go in and use their dares and very punishing aerials on Falcon, and then others who just generally try the laser camp. But if he can mix in both styles, all the better for him.
Yeah, he's so far mixing it up pretty well.
But now Fez should expect to counter with, you know, using the platforms more. Or I guess he just wanted to play it out.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup for Falcon.
It would have been funny if that shield poke, but I guess that works too. You can barely hear it from here.
Yeah. Ooh, he goes for the Raptor boost. I think that covers 3 out of 4 options there.
Something like that, but he rolls from behind, so
Yeah, he picks the one option that gets him out, so good for him.
just seems to be dashing in place. I don't think the lasers are much of a threat, honestly. Because again, see, he just jumps into place. Normally, you would have a laser there to cover your approach.
Yeah, so far it seems like Fez hasn't really been able to get something started, but he's got it tied, so.
No, but he's getting plenty of opening. It's just the question of which setup he feels comfortable with.
Ooh, that jab.
Up smash. It's a pretty nice launcher, but for the most part, it's generally slow, so Falcos don't use it like they should.
All right, want to see some edge guards here.
Expecting a high aerial, but unfortunately Falco goes straight to ledge.
Yeah, he gets reversed on his edge guard. I think if either of these guys can really clean out stocks, whoever can clean out stocks better will win this right now. They're kind of letting each other get back a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot of feeling out for the most part.
All right, Randy knee in neutral.
Oh, and he fails to cover the roll behind. I guess he missed his dash on the crouch. But now he's getting more openings on grabs.
Ooh, he gets the roll behind again. He's picking the one option there. Twice in a row. I wonder if he'll switch it up.
Do you feel like these guys are slow on like reacting to each other's defensive options? Because they're rolling and teching in place.
Yeah, a little bit.
But they're both getting out pretty easily. Lack of respect on ledge, allowing Falco to get back on.
All right, he cleans up the stock. He just goes all the way out there and gets the side B. That's my favorite as Falco. You're playing against a Falcon, you just kind of stand there and wait.
Yeah, and then you just get your random up tilt here and there.
And you just throw out the up tilt.
Which by that point you expect the Falcon to be approaching, so it makes sense.
All right, we're tied here.
But they're still feeling each other out. There's no one player going in for anything drastic.
All right.
He's still rolling from behind. He's failing to cover that option. So when you played Falco, were you comfortable in the Falcon matchup like this, or?
Honestly, I do not like this matchup from the Falco side.
What do you feel like is the biggest like detriment for you? Just
I feel like Falcon can kind of, he's super fast, you know, and he can alter his angles of attack. He can vary them like pretty heavily, and if you just knock down Falco, you can kill him. So I wasn't a huge. I like the Fox matchup more against Falcon. I feel like everything's more guaranteed, kind of. Your edge guards are a little bit easier.
Seems like going back. I guess Fez was comfortable with the stage, just not so much comfortable with his punishes, which is fair. For a lot of the time, he just didn't have proper follow-ups to rolls.
Yeah, if Fez can clean up some of his edge guards, I think he'll take this. But
all right, I'm gonna stop pointing it out, but just know that like Fez is not really covering the rolls the nicest, but as long as he still like holds center stage, that shouldn't matter too much. The gamble, and it works, pays out.
Why did he go for that, and why did it work? I'm so confused. He picked the perfect angle. He just upbeat right into it.
I guess he's really confident in where he should be picking, but I guess
it was pretty. It was a pretty unconventional angle there too. That was just weird.
No, I do agree. Fez is kind of playing a little off, but
that was just the soul read there. All right, gets a grab. Oh, reads the roll behind. So it's hard to tell. I don't know if he's going for these reactions. Like, he started going for them, and now he's going for reads.
It might be a read-heavy style, because that side B is looking for tech away, but for the most part, Johnny Bear is not mixing up his rolls. He's just confident that Fez won't cover that. And now he's starting to implement the laser game, realizing that he has a slight deficit.
All right, edge guard here. No, doesn't get it.
He was trying to jump to ledge, but just was a little too late on that. Yeah, at this point, Fez, now let's see how Fez gets back to center stage. Does not.
Yeah, I think Johnny Bear is kind of deciding now he's not going to approach.
No, he doesn't really have to at this point. His down airs have been covering most of the general approach options, and then his up tilt's covering anything that Fez tries to counter in with. Do you know why he's going for up airs instead of down? I mean, up throws instead of down throws there?
I'm not really sure about what Falco goes for.
Okay.
Or did you mean Falcon or Falco?
Falcon, actually.
Oh, okay.
He up threw twice, and both times Falco kind of just teched in place and seemed to be able to get out. Okay. Well, I guess if he can't win the gentleman, he can at least win the scuffle.
All right. Still hasn't really gotten any edge guards. He kind of just keeps racking up percent until he dies from a back air. Ooh, that's huge.
Yeah, but Fez at least gets out for the one time with the knee.
Edge guard. Reads the roll back.
Tries to go for the gentleman, but gets the rapid jabs again. Maybe that's what Fez is trying to do. He's trying to execute harder things than he should, and as a result, now playing off, he's not really getting what he should be getting.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then he starts going for more reads, maybe? Not really sure.
No. But he's committing him maybe a bit too hard. He should be just trying to feel out how Falco's recovering instead of just going for these random knee options. There we go. At least he gets that.
All right, we got a game 3. Falco really needs his edge guards. Really, really badly. That's pretty much the biggest point.
All right, well,
if he gets the edge guard, he wins.
He has to get gentlemen in this game, just because I feel like that leads to so many knee setups on this stage specifically. You don't really have the luxury of being in center stage for too long. All right, well, he's starting to counter back with Falco's approaches, doing a reverse up air there at least.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Falco grab the ledge when he's edge guarding. And then if the Falcon goes on stage, if he doesn't edge cancel on the platform, he should have enough time to punish.
But do you feel at least Fez is getting his game plan together, or is he still playing kind of like off at this point?
I feel like he's doing enough to get the job done, but he's not getting these big punishes that you're used to seeing in this matchup. That'll kill.
Yeah, manages to cover the second place with a knee there. But then he goes back to doing theirs. Fez is still playing kind of stationary there at least. Okay.
Yeah, Fez has been really patient this whole time.
Yeah. He's starting to get the knockdowns he's expecting. Oh, acted a little bit too late on that one.
I think he missed the L cancel there.
Now Fez has the lead. Now let's see how Johnny Bear tries to even up the game. At this point, Fez, I think, is going to resort to going to platforms, trying to stuff
stomps in a row on the platform.
He doesn't want him to get up there, and he at least has that. Like, for example, when I play the Marth matchup, I'm usually looking for platforms, trying to not get dared or anything like that. But
edge guard? No.
Yeah, nothing there at least.
Yeah, I think all he really needs to do to start getting these edge guards more is just grab the ledge. Try to get there as soon as possible.
And now it seems that Johnny Bear is the one playing a little cautious, and he's not really finding a real way in.
Falcon kind of becomes like a floaty in some situations when they're playing really patient and they rack up tons of damage, or they can take tons of damage.
Yeah,
they can be hard to kill.
So if Fez lives anywhere above 130, then it's like playing a floaty game, I guess.
Yeah, you're not gonna get tons of conversions at high percents like that.
Oh, he misses generally.
Ooh, if you can get this stock.
No, neither player's had really much difficulty getting back to center stage. It's just been, you know, random hits here and there that by the time they edge guard, they're already far off stage.
All right, miss tech covers it. Another miss tech.
It's a very scuffly matchup. And now Johnny Bear.
Last stock, game 3. Who's gonna clutch it out?
Trying to do South place covering the second place. Oh, and he gets covers second place. I don't know why Johnny Bear stopped doing the rolls at the end of it all, because at the beginning we saw him rolling behind a lot of the time.
Yeah. Good set. Okay.
All right.